How's it going, everyone? Marriland here, and that's right, it's time for more Minecraft. Oh yeah, last time I worked on this lovely secret basement. But before I talk about that, I want to talk about something really important. Today's goal, I'm gonna work on an AFK Fishing Farm. This is really cool, but I need to tell you this right now because otherwise you're not gonna catch that point during the video. This only works in the Java edition. If you are playing on the Switch or Xbox or PS4 or on your phone or on your tablet or on the Windows 10 edition, which is now called the Bedrock edition, it isn't going to work. Can't stress that enough. So yeah, it's only for the Java edition. If you're, wanting to play along, but you're playing on a different platform, unfortunately, this is not going to work. You've been told this now, so hopefully you won't ask it in the comments later. But yeah, anyway, let's take a look at this. I did a little bit of work over here. I know this was overly complicated for what really I could have just had this panel here and this panel here slide open. Like, it would have generated the same effect, really. But you know what's important? It's important to kind of have a vision and try to accomplish a goal from that vision. Like, I wanted these stairs to move. It looks really cool down here. Is this perfect? No, it isn't. Is it useful? No, it isn't. Not at all. Is it fun? Yeah, I like it. This is what I wanted, more or less. There are a few things I'm sure I could do differently, but again, I'm not looking for perfection. Well, that's for some reason hard to say. Tonight, I'm not looking for perfection. I'm just looking for, accomplishing something, and I'm proud of this. And even though it's not, like, amazing, it was a goal that I had in mind. I like how it turned out. And yeah, it's kind of neat. So anyway, this is not done yet. This is far from done, but I figured I'd kind of pop down here before I get started with the fishing farm, just to show you what the deal is with this basement. And also, I'm not entirely sure if I like what's going on or not. So this cobblestone here, this is not going to be cobblestone. I just don't have enough wood for all these chests, but these are going to be chests, actually, double chests. And they can also stack up quite a ways. This here, we're gonna have slabs for the ceiling, but I don't really know what I want up there, like what kind of color theme. But I wanted a whole bunch of acacia. I thought that looked kind of nice and dank, really, with the bricks and the mycelium, and just, I want this to look kind of musty and worn down. I'd like to add some mossy stone bricks at some point, but I haven't run across a stronghold yet, so we're gonna have to put that one on hold. These are not supposed to be here. They're just kind of because I don't want anything there. I want some kind of ceiling, but I just need to remind myself that the ceiling is only going to go up to here. I don't want this floor as the ceiling, if that makes sense. So yeah, this is the progress done on this. Still have a ways to go. I'm gonna need to get a lot of wood for all these chests, and of course a lot of item frames. I think that'll be rather nice as a visual cue. But one other thing that I really want to work on before working on the AFK Fishing Farm, I'm gonna need a lot of iron for this. It isn't necessary, but I'd also like to throw in an item sorter. I think that that'd be pretty good. The build that I'm gonna go with, it's actually one of XISUMA'S builds, or at least he showed a video. That's where I kind of found out about it. It seemed fairly simple, and he made a newer one for 1.13, and it is cool and all, but I actually like the old style a little bit better, and I've done a few tweaks to it to make it work better for me. So I will show you how that goes, but first, I gotta do some mining. I gotta get a bit more iron. I guess I'm okay, but I'd like some more, because for every item that I'm gonna get sorted, I'm gonna need 15, I think it's 15 iron, so yeah. Wouldn't hurt to do a little bit of caving. I'm gonna get to that, and then I will see you guys in just a few minutes. We can get started on the AFK Fishing Farm. Well, I would say it was a pretty successful mining jaunt, a little adventure. We got 87 diamonds, a whole bunch of redstone, tons of coal. Got a few stacks of iron here, so yeah, that was definitely pretty good. I think it took me just over an hour, because I kind of got sidetracked on a little bit of an adventure. But that's fine. All right, so let's go ahead and cook some of this up. Wow, I need more furnaces. I know I had 2 of them. Oh yeah, here we go. I set up some backup furnaces. Always good to have backup furnaces, right? Yeah, we'll just get all this stuff smelted. Yeah, while I work on other things, like breaking all of these with fortune. Yeah, definitely good. Actually, let me put this away. I'm gonna need to repair this pickaxe as well. Hopefully it won't... Actually, how many levels will that take? Guess we're gonna have to find out, right? I might be better off just making a new one. 11. Kinda want to enchant something new. Well, we'll see how that goes. Alright, anyway, I'm gonna get some levels by breaking all these ores with fortune, and we'll see what I get. Okay, so I got everything smelted, and I got everything broken up, so now I have a ton of redstone, a ton of coal, a ton of lapis. Yeah, and we got diamonds for days. So, I did an enchantment already, and it was pretty bad. It was efficiency 3, unbreaking 3. I saw unbreaking 3, it's like, oh yeah. So, I saw another unbreaking 3 on a pickaxe, so I kind of want to get it, and hopefully I'll get something a little bit better. Hopefully. But yeah, let's just see. I also want to see what's on a book. Power 3, nah. Let's not do that. All right. Oh, shoot. You know what? I left all my lapis upstairs. I put everything away already. All right, here we go. All right, let's see what we get this time. This time, I need you guys to bring me good luck, okay? Okay? There we go. Blah! That's even worse! That's terrible! Oh, man. All right, well, so much for that. Ooh, efficiency 4. That'd be nice on an axe, especially because I use my axe so often. Shoot, well, I need more levels before I can do that. And honestly, that's the main reason I want to build the AFK Fishing Farm. Really doesn't have to do with getting overpowered books and bows and things like that. It's honestly just because I hate gaining levels in this game. I hate it so much, so we're gonna build that. It's a great way to get experience. All right, so I need to build that over at the floating area there, so then I can have two things going at once. You can have the mob farm thingy going while doing some fishing, which seems like a jolly good idea. So I'm gonna bring over some resources, and I'm gonna get started on that, and I'll see you guys in just a moment. Okay, so, you know, I was just, like, going over to, you know, build the thing, and I see this creeper just swimming in the water? Like, how did it get out here? Where did it come from? There are no islands nearby. Like, did it spawn over there and swim? How did it get there? Like, what? I know it didn't fall out of this system. What are you doing here, creeper? Are you like an aquatic creeper? That's an absolutely terrifying thought. This creeper received the update aquatic, right? Oh, maybe it actually did come from this ravine. Wow. Interesting. Well, that's actually a really cool ravine. It might have actually legitimately come from there. Wow. Huh. Anyway, I need to build a little bit beneath this platform here because I'm actually going to need to have kind of a hopper system carry items down below. We'll have a platform where I'll actually be building the... Well, actually, I guess where the bed is right now. That'll be where I'll be fishing, but I need something kind of just a little bit lower that I can use to feed items into. It'll be kind of a bit of a process, so I'm gonna go ahead and work on that, and I'll see you guys in a moment. Oh man, there is a trident guy. There's a trident guy. I don't have a bow and arrow. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Uh-oh, this is bad. But this could be good. I have to get close to him. All right, buddy. Did you drop the trident? Oh, you didn't. That's a shame, but man, that freaked me out. I was just like cruising in the boat, and then next thing I know, I'm getting attacked. And yeah, it's crazy. Every now and then, these guys will hold tridents, and they can throw them, and it does a pretty good amount of damage. Plus, it can be really hard trying to actually get to them, or for that matter, get away from them. But every now and then, they can drop their trident if you kill them. So they are worth fighting. Unfortunately, I did not get it. Oh well. I'll try again later. So, you know what? I was working on trying to get a mending fishing rod, and I just had no luck so far. So, one way to get them, as far as I know, you might be able to find some good enchanted fishing rods in some of the underwater ruins. So I'm gonna actually swim around and try to find some ruins that are at least relatively easy to access. I brought along some gates and doors, because those can sometimes help you keep water underneath, or keep air underneath the water, which can be kind of handy. That's a weird tree. But yeah, anyway, I'm gonna go search for some of those. I will see you guys when I find one or two, and hopefully I'll get a good fishing rod. All right, so I was just following a buried treasure map, and yeah, this is pretty loaded. So yeah, also a really good thing is these doors. You can totally use these doors to cheese underwater, but yeah, 2 diamonds, a ton of emeralds, another one of these Heart of the Seas, which is great, a bunch of gold, some iron, some TNT, some, oh, cooked salmon. That's actually kind of nice. I'm kind of hungry right now. I need to get more food. Although that won't be a problem with the fishing farm, which is rather nice. Guess we'll drop off some of this stuff. Yeah, well, there we go. There we go. Okay, got the mending fishing rod. That's really all I need in order to do the AFK Fishing Farm. Obviously, it'd be better if we can get some better stuff, but honestly, as long as you have mending, it will work. So wonderful. Now I gotta get back to it. Oh man, so I was just like swimming around, trying to find some more. Oh, hey, look at that. Look at these fish. Hey, look at them. So I heard you can catch fish in a bucket. Is that true or not? I don't know. I'm kind of curious. I can't empty this bucket right now. That's a shame. Right? Dang, I can't empty it. I really want to get this fish. There we go. Look at that. I got a bucket of tropical fish. Huh, so can I take this home with me as a pet? Yeah, but anyway, look at this. It's a coral reef. That's one of the new biomes that was added to the ocean, and this isn't a very large one from the looks of things, but it does look pretty neat. And look at that, there's sea pickles! Oh man. This is really cool. So I'm definitely gonna have to come back here once I have a conduit set up, which I have some of the Hearts of the Sea, but yeah, this looks really neat. I don't really know much about the coral reef, but I know that it's something new added to 1.13, and it looks kind of neat. Like, I don't know. It's very colorful. I'll give it that. All right, well, anyway, I'm gonna make my way back. Just thought I'd see if I could find one more of the undersea ruins, but I'm not having such luck, so yeah. All right, so you know what? I was gonna kind of just walk you through the building process, but honestly, you could just watch XISUMA'S video to get the gist of it, but I'll show you anyway once it's fully built like this. So this is functional. I do have the mending fishing rod. I ended up doing a little bit of exploration, deep sea diving in the underwater ruins for that. You can also get mending fishing rods by fishing, but you need to have one, like you need to if you want this to work. So how does it work? Basically, you just need to stand right here. You need to aim right there, and then you just hold in right click, and that's all there is to it. It's great. So yeah, this is all you need to do. However, that's not the entire story. So this is a note block. You gotta have the note block there. This is some tripwire. Gotta have that. Half slab is actually right here. These are just whatever blocks. Gotta have some water. There's a hopper down beneath there. And then on the other side of this, let me show you just how that looks really fast here. There's a little bit of redstone. Just a little bit. That just kind of sends a signal over here. Which actually, I think you could use another repeater. This seems to work just fine, but I have this set to 3 ticks. And then that tends to make it work. Another thing that's really important, the water. You need to make sure you have glass or some kind of air block directly above it. Well, not air, but you know, something that does not block light. So something like glass. That gives you the most efficiency while fishing. Efficiency? Yeah, we all know that joke is gonna be made. So anyway, this is something that I'm going to be doing different from XISUMA'S design. So there is a chest here That's to be expected, but I actually, hold on, how do I get back there? This is a very temporary cube. This is not at all going to be a final design. I just kind of wanted something that will keep me protected from phantoms. That's also very important. Don't build this out of wood. I've built it out of wood before, and that was a big mistake. Because lightning can strike and burn it down, and then you'll die from phantoms or creepers or whatever else in the middle of the night. Not really all that good. So just for testing, I set up a hopper going to a chest here, but I'm going to do it a little bit differently. Standard, you have a hopper just going directly into probably a line of hoppers or some chests that go downwards. But what I found is if you do that, then after it fills up all the way, which it will, by the way, it will fill up, then the items kind of accumulate on the water here. So what I'm actually going to use, I'm going to use a dropper instead. We're going to put that right there, and it's going to drop down into another hopper. The reason for this is that way, even if the items full, or the chests fill up and the hopper fills up, well, this hopper will never fill up because it'll spit the items into the dropper. And then the dropper, place that right there, it'll just drop one block down into another hopper, and that will go into some chests. Actually, we need to make a few more chests and a few more hoppers, right? Let me go ahead and do that really fast. Okay, so it should be looking something like this, and we're gonna have it go into there, 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 and there. Now, eventually, I'm gonna be adding some item filters once we, start getting a lot more stuff. But for right now, this will get the job done. And besides, I need to have a decent quantity of items in order to start filtering them out anyway. So this gives 4 chests here. If this is, let's see. So if I put this in here, it's gonna end up right up there. So this will be the first chest. Once this is completely full, what I believe will happen is it should go down to the second chest. So let's say if we try to put some birch in there, it'll go down to this hopper and oh, it ended up down there. That's kind of odd. I'm not very used to this, but that's fine. So, okay, theoretically, if we fill this one up then, what happens if I put a little bit of redstone dust up there? Oh, so that's gonna be, well, it's not a huge problem. I guess if we did something like this. Huh. Well, it'll work itself out. I mean, the alternative is just stack it a little differently. But yeah, this is fine, because hoppers will pull from there. Basically, you just need a lot of storage in all of your... Oh. Now it's taking from the hopper. Yeah, it's fine. Something like this will get the job done. We'll have a more elegant storage solution later on. But for right now, this will work. And this will work fairly well. So we're gonna clear all this stuff out. So then it is all set and ready to go. And then the last step I really need to do is just, well, I'm eventually going to need to tidy this up. This is very temporary as far as the design goes, trust me. Like, I just want something that'll work. Once I get my levels, that's the main thing I want. I just want levels from this, all right? I'm not asking for much, just a little bit. Just levels, that's the main thing. Although, what I'll do, we'll kind of take a look and see what loot I have. And I don't know, about like an hour or so. And we'll see how that goes. Oh, the other thing I need to do, that's right. You know what, I didn't actually hook up the dropper. This thing needs to have a signal, a pulse, in order to function. So let me go ahead and hook up a little system here. We can use 2 hoppers and a comparator for that. So let's put away some iron. We don't need that much right now. I did get this enchanted book, by the way. That's actually pretty nice. I think my rule for this whole system, I don't want to use any enchanted books I get. At least not for a while. Because I would like to build a villager breeder. I feel like the books you get are absolutely crazy good. And it kind of defeats a lot of things. The main reason I want this is for levels. But I'll also take a lot of other materials that you get, like nautilus and fish and things like that. But I think I'm gonna hold off on books, or at least allowing myself to use them for a while. Like, maybe we can set a point where I can use them, but I think that if we do it that way, it'll be a little bit more fair. Because, again, like I said, I just want to get a whole bunch of levels, and I'm going to be hitting mobs anyway. Like, that's the alternative. So, yeah, this is fine. Okay, so let's set this thing up. Let's stop looking at an inventory. And, oh, I needed the quartz. That's what I needed. I knew that there was something I needed here. Okay, so let's get a few torches, some redstone. Oops, there we go. I don't remember if it's 3 or what. Okay, so we need comparator. It is 3, hey. I'm still rather new to these comparators. I haven't really done redstone since they were introduced, at least not much. All right, so then back here, this is what'll make this work. So we need 2 repeaters, or not 2 repeaters, 2 hoppers going into each other, and that is going to go into a comparator, just like that. So we need one, let's see, facing a block right here, and then we can break this block and do a little bit of that. So then we just put any item in here, doesn't matter what. I guess I'll put these shoes. And it will just keep sending this pulse here. Now what this does is that'll just keep dropping whatever item ends up there. So when you fish up an item here, I know, annoying clicking sound, right? When you fish up an item here, first of all, you don't hear it, which is nice. Second of all, if you're doing this, you're probably going to have your computer muted. Third, if you don't have your computer muted, mute your computer. And yeah, as you can see, it picks up the fish, it goes into the hopper, and then the hopper spits it out into the dropper. The dropper will then spit it down into another hopper, and then that will go into, yeah, there we go. It goes into this chest. I don't know why everything was getting stuck up top for some reason. It's annoying, that clicking, and you know what? There is a way you can get around it. I think if I just take a little bit of this, make a lever here, and just throw it on the ground, because why not? I believe you can just, whenever you're not using the system, you can just put this right here. And that'll turn it off, because it disables the signal. It won't be able to bounce back and forth. However, that turns it off, so you need to make sure that this is actually, the lever is off in order to turn it on, essentially. Now what that does, like I said, that helps prevent the items from accumulating here, because if you hit an item with your fishing rod, it will actually deplete the durability, as you can see down there. And yeah, if you do that when there's too many items there, all of a sudden your fancy mending pickaxe, or not pickaxe, your mending fishing rod is just gonna evaporate in the middle of the night. And that's not good. So my workaround was just, hey, let's just put a dropper back there. And yeah, that'll work just fine. And it did. It actually works just great until your items fill up. But even at that, when they fill up, they'll just end up on top of that hopper there. So you're not wasting your durability fishing everything up. So I'm gonna leave this run for a little while. I don't have time to let it run overnight, but I'll let it run for maybe an hour. And we'll just kind of see what I get. Again, this is not optimal because I do not yet have Luck of the Sea 3, Unbreaking 3, and Lure 3, as well as Mending on this fishing rod. That's ideally what you want, but I will be able to get some of those items, and we can merge them together with this anvil that I brought along to hopefully get a good thing. So it's currently 10:09 p.m. I'm gonna come back at 11:10, and I'll see where I'm at. I'm at level 17. The chests are pretty much empty. We'll see what I can get with just this. And I need to hear that annoying clicking sound. By the way that I will be turning this, well, having this active all the time, which, by the way, the sweet spot where you gotta aim, see this box, the gray or black kind of lines that show up there? You don't want to see that. You want to aim right there. Right there. That's what I like about this style, is it's very intuitive where you aim. Like, it's a nice wide area, like it's not a problem. And then just like this, all I gotta do is just unplug my mouse. I use a wireless mouse. I don't really know what you could do. I've heard that there's a few tricks here and there if you don't have like a USB mouse. For instance, if you're playing on a laptop, yeah, I don't know for sure. You might be able to hold in your right click button, you might be able to do something. I tried playing around with changing the keybinds, but that does not seem to work in 1.13 anymore. It makes it spam click way too fast. But yeah, again, my recommendation, wireless mouse, and then just unplug the USB while holding down right click. And let's see if we can get it to work. I have removed it, and it is still clicking. And I don't have to do anything. And as you can see with the mending, it is repairing my fishing rod. Now, unbreaking 3 is really important because that will actually give me a lot more experience because it will have a chance of not using up durability. It's the mending that repairs durability based on the experience that you gain. Are we gonna hear the sound? There's the sound! I was waiting for that. There's the USB removal sound. Okay, I'm gonna let this run for about an hour and we'll see kind of what happened in that hour. I'll see you guys in, well, for you, just a few seconds. All right, so it is indeed 11:10. I've left this going for just about exactly an hour. It is time for me to plug in my USB receiver for my wireless mouse. And sometimes it gets a little freezy when that happens while you're waiting to regain control. You just gotta make sure you right click. Again, this may vary. Oh wow, look at the weather outside. This may vary based on your method, but that's fine. Anyway, let's turn off this annoying clicking. And let's take a look at what is going on. Am I gonna have to sleep in the rain? I'm gonna have to sleep in the rain. The good news is it looks like my fishing rod is just fine. Oh, I guess it's not night out. Anyway, let's see what kind of stuff I got from a rather suboptimal fishing rod here. Hey, not bad. But as you can see, now I have Unbreaking 3, Luck of the Sea 2, Mending, and Curse of Vanishing on that one. Unbreaking 3 and Mending on that. Mending, Luck of the Sea 2, and Unbreaking 3 on that. An okay bow, some water bottles. Again, Luck of the Sea is really important for getting some of the better stuff. So what we can do is, we can... I guess we might as well take this one and just straight up use it. Yeah, that's gonna be better. Now, obviously, once we get lure, this will work out much nicer, but yeah, you know, this will fill up a lot faster with lure and with Luck of the Sea. Like, you'll get better things with Luck of the Sea, and you'll get it more often with lure. I mean, look at this. We have 64 raw cod. That's a lot of cod. I mean, we don't have to worry about food at all anymore, which is just lovely. We don't really have that much exciting. We have a name tag, which is great. Some saddles, which is also great. That's why we don't really need any more of those. And to top it off, there's a fish. Wow, you are a really ambitious fish. Oh my gosh, that's actually really funny. No, to top it off, while that was going on, of course, the mob farm was going. And I think it was about to around here. So, like, now we're up to pretty reasonable amount of stuff. Like a whole bunch of rotten flesh that we can use for trading. Let's go ahead and switch this around a little bit. Some string, which is good. Some gunpowder. Yeah, if we tidy this all up. Let's see. It'd be nice if there was like an actual sort function, you know? I know some mods allow for that. But I'm playing on vanilla. Yeah, so yeah, here we go. Look at that. This must have been from a witch, I guess. And then this will just continue to accumulate as well while I'm just fishing, AFK. So, I'd say it's a success. You know, it might not be the prettiest thing right now. This will be worked on. I will work on an item sorter. I thought I'd have time for it today, but you know what? I actually do need to get more items before I can upgrade that. So for right now, we're just gonna have this platform, and we're just gonna have these chests just, you know, taking stuff. But I'll leave this on overnight. Once we have a much better fishing rod, again, you want to work up to Luck of the Sea 3, Unbreaking 3, and Lure 3. And of course, you need to have mending on it. But yeah, then it'll work out just fine. There was something else that I needed to say. Don't build this out of any material that Enderman can take, because that would be a bad thing as well. Yeah, as long as you're safe and secure. That's why I have the iron door here. If you're playing on hard, zombies will, of course, open up the door and break it down, kind of take you out. So yeah, it's nice and safe and secure in here. We shouldn't have any worries. Nothing will be a problem. I can just leave this running, and it'll work out just great. But yeah, anyway, What I want to know, whoa, geez. What I want to know from you guys is, when do you think a good time to use any enchanted books would be from fishing? Or at least from the AFK Fishing Farm. Like, I did get the Unbreaking 3 book, but that was manual fishing. That wasn't really a problem. So, question of the day, is there any kind of achievement you think would be fair? Like, maybe after we've beaten, you know, the End Dragon and the Wither and the Guardian, like, maybe we can do that. And maybe after we built a villager trading system or something like that. You know, what kind of restrictions do you think I should put on the AFK fishing? The main thing I want is levels. I just want to get up to like level 50 or so and then have a bunch of experience to spend on enchantments. That's really all I care about. Mending books are fine. I'll save them for later, but I don't really plan on using them right away. So what would be a good time and a good kind of milestone to enable using those books? Or maybe do it like, you know, maybe every 10 episodes we can pick one or something. Like, I really don't know. I'm not going to have a restriction on any of the other items. It'll be a great way to get name tags. It'll be a great way to get saddles. I think that's fair. And of course, the main thing is it's a great way to get levels. Hey, I'm sneaky. But yeah, that's gonna do it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, I hope you'll also consider pressing that like button, because it really does go a long way in showing your support for the series. And, of course, if you aren't already, be sure to follow me over on Facebook and subscribe to me on YouTube for even more Minecraft content. Yep, that's gonna do it. Thanks for watching, everyone, and I'll see you next time. Woo!